Domestic manufacturing is important to the U.S. because it provides jobs that are really meaningful, life-sustaining jobs. These are jobs that are jobs you can have for 30 and 40 years. They're jobs that pay well. You can raise a family on those jobs. You can pay for your house. You can pay a mortgage, send your kids to college. They're not minimum wage jobs. Really what's going on in the U.S. today, although unemployment is low, the problem is what's the real income level and the real wage level. Manufacturing was a great industry for higher wages and sustainable living, and what's happened is as those jobs get chased out and replaced with lower jobs in the service industry, it's really lowering the overall income. So now communities are suffering, certainly families are having to work harder. Mothers and fathers are having to have 1 and 2 jobs, or both parents are working, which is affecting the home life really also. So, manufacturing is a very important part of our sustainable living and really provides high-paying jobs for the future. Domestic manufacturing is important to me personally. It's because that's how I've grown up and made my whole living in that industry. I've seen these kids who came out of high school, some out of early college education, and some with not much education at all, be able to grow up, build families, have kids, have great vacations, build beautiful homes, have a couple cars, and really have a great living, and they've communicated that back to me. I've watched them grow up, some of whom have their kids now working in the plant. So you see that sustainability, you see what it's done to the community. The communities use those dollars to fix their roads, to put community centers in. We've given back to those communities. There's soccer fields, there's baseball fields, there's community centers, an expansion of the ice rink. And it makes you feel proud to know that what you've done, along with those teammates that have grown up in that community, have helped contribute to this. So, it's not just about making money there. It's a real sense of pride and an accomplishment for everybody in that community, and they feel safe and secure. The current state of imports in the steel industry today with regards to North America is there's just far too many tons coming in the country. While we recognize this is still fundamentally an import market, and there's a healthy amount of imports that should come into this market, today those numbers are just far too high. We need to push back some of those numbers. There's certainly certain products are being used to circumvent duties that are already in place, and those are situations that specifically need to be addressed. I encourage, young people out there to look at our industry, the steel industry. It's not a dirty old industry anymore. It's an industry where you can make $60,000, $80,000, $120,000 or more and climb the ladder. There's plenty of room for opportunity here. There's room for growth. There's room for enhancement. I've got a guy right now. He started working on one of the lines back in the late 80s. He's now the general manager of an entire division. I mean, his whole life has changed because of this company and because of what he was able to accomplish here. And there's hundreds of those stories, and I'd like to see hundreds and thousands more of them.